What would you do if you walked into school one morning and found an entire classroom missing? Not destroyed, not locked away, not under renovation, just gone. No desks, no books, no signs of students ever being there. Tonight, we uncover the story of a school that carried a secret too strange to ignore. Don't miss out on the next chilling mystery. Hit subscribe and tap the bell icon so you're the first to know when new stories drop. Our story begins in the quiet town of Eastville, a small community where everyone knew everyone else. At the center of town stood Riverside Elementary, a building that had been around for nearly a century. It looked ordinary enough: red brick walls, tall windows, a bell tower that chimed every hour. But inside, beneath the laughter of children and the smell of chalk, was a rumor. A rumor that Room 6 was different. Students whispered about it on the playground. Some said the room was always colder than the others. Others claimed that if you pressed your ear against the old wooden door at night, you could hear voices. Not teachers, not students, but something else. Most dismissed it as playground imagination. That is, until one ordinary Tuesday morning. When the students arrived that day, Room 6 was gone. Not just locked, gone. Where there should have been a classroom with 20 desks, there was nothing but a blank brick wall, smooth and flawless as if the room had never existed. Teachers panicked. The principal called maintenance, who swore the wall hadn't been there the day before. Parents rushed to the school, demanding answers. And the strangest part? The students who had been assigned to Room 6 were nowhere to be found. Attendance records listed 19 children and 1 teacher, all missing. Their names were erased from the school's database. Even the yearbook photos had blank spaces where their faces should have been. The town was shaken. Had there really been a class there? Or had everyone just imagined it? Weeks passed, and the school board tried to cover it up. They claimed it was a clerical error, that the so-called Room 6 was just a storage space. But one parent refused to let go of the mystery. Her name was Elena Carter, and she swore her son, Michael, had been in that class. She had drawings he made at home, homework sheets with his name, even a backpack with books. But when she tried to show them to others, the pages were blank. The ink faded before their eyes. Desperate, Elena returned to the school at night. She walked the halls alone, guided only by the faint flicker of emergency lights. When she reached the spot where Room 6 should have been, she heard it, the sound of children reciting lessons. Her heart raced. Pressing her palm against the wall, she felt something strange, a faint vibration, almost like a heartbeat. And then, just for a moment, the bricks shimmered. On the other side, she swore she saw her son, sitting at his desk, looking directly at her, and then, darkness. The wall returned to solid brick, and the voices were gone. Elena told her story, but few believed her. Some said she was consumed by grief, inventing things that weren't there. Others whispered that the school had been built on older foundations, replacing a structure destroyed decades earlier in a mysterious fire. The strangest detail, historical records showed that Riverside Elementary was built with only 5 classrooms. Room 6 had never been listed on the blueprints. Yet, generation after generation, students had walked through its door. Teachers had graded its homework. Parents had sent their children there. And then one day, it all vanished. Today, Riverside Elementary still stands. The hallway where Room 6 once existed is now nothing more than a stretch of unbroken brick. But some nights, if you're quiet enough, you can still hear the faint sound of chalk on a blackboard. And every so often, a janitor swears he hears children laughing, echoes of a class that no longer exists. So what was Room 6? A glitch in reality? A forgotten tragedy? Or something we were never meant to uncover? One thing is certain, some mysteries don't just disappear, they wait. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.